Good evening and salutations, my J fans. So Carly is continuing to lash out at people, and this time she gets up in Ava's face. And she accuses Ava of conspiring with Austin to, put a hit out on Drew. And I want to sit there and make a bit of a correction on yesterday's video. Because yes, Carly did annoy me, right? Last night at Sunny, sitting there saying that Sunny, should have protected Drew. That is completely utterly ridiculous. But here's the thing now. Here's the thing. Here's the most important part. Is that I didn't look at it. See, the thing is, Carly annoyed me so much yesterday that I kind of forgot a key point. Is that when you're in the hospital and you are worried about someone, you're saying you do things that you may not otherwise do if you are, and if you're in your right mind or whatever. And when Sunny was like, this is what she does. This is how she reacts to like fear and worry and stuff like that. I get it. Okay. It's a very stressful time. And so I do kind of sit there and I look back at it and I'm like, oof. I mean, I was kind of harsh with Carly. Don't get me wrong. Okay. Drew was in jail partially because of Carly. Okay? That's just a fact right there. Her last night at Sunny, in the grand scheme of things, it's not the worst thing that Carly did. And although I don't condone people lashing out at someone else as some sort of emotional punching bag, I think that at some point we all have been there before. So she gets a pass. Okay. Um, I don't really understand. I'm not fully understanding the Scooby Doo's gang's plan as far as taking down Gladys. I know Cody wants to sit there and turn himself in, and Gladys gets there and starts to act like a Karen. Sam calls up and pretends she is some sort of banker from, I don't, with an accent, I'll put it that way. And whatever she said, it must have scared the living bejesus out of Sasha, as far as the DAs and that they're getting bank statements and records and stuff like that. Because Gladys is like got all her bags packed and she is ready to go back to wherever the hell that she was or somewhere else. But of course, Sasha's there to sit there and stop her. Sasha and Sam are having a conversation about Cody. She's like, I'm just really surprised that he's just, going out of his way to protect me and really just going out on a limb. And I'm like, really? Like, I don't know. There's a thing with Sasha is this level of, I don't want to sit there and say naivety. Okay, that's not a word, but you know what I'm saying. Like with Gladys, like she's so surprised that Gladys would really sit there and do that. And I'm like, Gladys was a very poor piss mother to her own son, right? So now she's all like, I can't believe that, Cody's really doing this, that, and the third. I was like, maybe because he has a thing for you. Maybe because he actually has feelings. That's why he's actually risking his life and things of that nature to sit there and really help you out. Um, I'm still very curious about what this plan involves as far as taking down Gladys and the doctor and everything like that. But hopefully, it's only Tuesday, so hopefully we'll get to some sort of conclusion or coming close to an end with the whole Gladys and Dr. Q, or whatever the hell his name is. Now, Jake, here's the thing. Yesterday, people were sitting there, commenting on Jake and being like, why is he, where's his concern for his uncle now? Like now it's like, oh, I'm so worried about my uncle, this, that, and third. But the thing is, we don't really get to sit there and see Jake. We don't know fully what kind of relationship he actually has with his uncle. So it is possible that he, like the because people was like, where's all this compassion coming from? And I'm like, we don't see him that much. So a lot of their relationships and stuff like that could have just happened off screen. I mean, it wouldn't be the first time that a soap opera or even a show would do stuff off screen because budget cuts and stuff like that, aka they're lazy and cheap. But he said something today that was a little kind of weird. It was sort of like yesterday when he was getting up in Liz's face talking about, oh, I just want to make sure, you weren't mad at me about lying about me being with a girl. And it's like, bro, she's busy. She's at work. Like you really couldn't have waited until she got home to sit there and confess? But, he's upset and everything. And, Finn sees him and takes him into the office and gives updates and stuff like that. And Jake's like, I shouldn't have sat there and cried. And I'm like, sorry, what? Why? Why shouldn't you have your uncle's in the hospital? I think it's a perfectly valid time to sit there and start shedding some tears. Like, where did that come from? Maybe it's he wants to sit there and try to show strength for his mother, not to fall apart, being a man in the house. Maybe I don't know. Maybe I'm just throwing out some theories because to be honest, that comment literally did not make a lot of sense. What does make sense is that, and I always sit there and say this, he needs therapy. Okay, because he's definitely suffering from abandonment issues, saying that everyone leaves. His dad, Franco, Finn. So he's another person that needs therapy. I didn't really care about the Anna and Sunny scenes. They didn't really go anywhere. They just sat there and talked about regret. And I'm like, okay. Sunny's feeling guilty about possibly putting Curtis, in a wheelchair. And Drew in the hospital. And I'm like, the life you chose was, as far as bullets flying and stuff like that. But as far as Drew is concerned, he knew the rest. Okay? So it is what it is for Drew. What I don't understand, because in the flashback, Charlotte gets the cards and stuff like that, and she gets a letter from Victor Smith saying, "Don't trust Anna, don't trust her, whatever." But the thing is, she didn't really seem like she trusted Victor that much. She knew that Victor was kind of responsible for her being in boarding school as she was. And there was a couple of times that, she was looking at Victor very side eye and the way she was sitting there speaking to him. So it's like, why would you even sit there and accept a gift from somebody who, what I'm saying, like you had issues with? But she likes new house and everything like that. And she talks about Anna. She's all like, "Oh, Anna didn't decorate this." And Valentine's like, "Well, why?" And she says some sort of off color comment or whatever. They get to a point, and Valentine's like, "How would you feel about Anna living with us?" And I thought she was gonna have some sort of reaction like, "What, Anna? Well, like, why would she want to live here for?" Like, I thought she was gonna have some sort of visceral or some sort of reaction. The only thing she said was, well, she makes you happy. Yeah, I gotta sit there and read the future or these cars or whatever it is. And we're just like, what? It didn't really seem like it added up that much. Um, I've gotten to a point, I've given up on him trying to um, confront Charlotte about, terrorizing Anna. They played a flashback again, and it meant exactly nothing. I really didn't understand that. I mean, I guess it was for the people that didn't watch it, whatever. But it was just like they played the dramatic music, and it was like, yeah. I saw all that stuff like yesterday and the weeks before. What does that mean? It doesn't really mean too much of anything. Um, Chase was there. He didn't really do too much of anything. And I feel like that's pretty much about it. Anyway, I feel like that's pretty much about it. I can't really think of anything else that wound up happening. Um, but like always, if I did miss anything, you know what to do. Come to the live stream tonight, 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific. We'll sit there and talk about all the shows, YNR, GH Days, and B&B. I didn't do a review on B&B. I wanted to, but I didn't take any notes, and I didn't feel comfortable just kind of just spouting off stuff that I didn't really take notes for. But we are going to talk about it because it was definitely interesting. So yeah, with that being said, I'm going to go. Thank you for watching. Stay safe. I'll see you in the next video.